Life is a struggle, and each person's troubles are unique. To understand these tough life experiences, we often use analogies or metaphors to communicate them with each other. They paint pictures for us to better understand another person's suffering or as a confirmation of our own. Life has been compared to many things, like a journey with many roads and choices, or a war with many skirmishes and battles. Another common metaphor is that life is like climbing a mountain, with various terrain and challenges along the way. A mountain climbing analogy not only applies to life in general, but also to the Christian's life. Classic stories like Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan or The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis use metaphor to explore spiritual challenges and to attempt to show us a bigger picture of our lives. Today, I'm going to use the mountain climbing analogy to make some important points about a Christian's life and goal. When climbing a mountain, you don't conquer the whole thing at once. Instead, you're focused on smaller, more manageable sections. Let's say that each segment of the climb is about 100 meters of mountain at a time. Some days you may finish less than one, while other days you may conquer 3 or 4. As you climb, you concentrate on the 100 meters directly in front of you. You assess what's ahead and envision how you'll tackle it. Some days you may need a rope to get over an obstacle. Other times you may need a helping hand to get around one. Day by day, you struggle to move toward the top. The difficulty of the climb varies. Sometimes it's a gentle slope or even a flat area. Other times you might easily go down a stretch before the exertion of climbing back up. There are also steeper sections that are extremely hard and take several attempts. Sometimes you realize those segments are impassable, which causes you to backtrack and chart a new route. This metaphorical mountain represents your daily struggles with work, traffic, family issues, and 101 other things. Each item on your plate is another aspect of your climb. You may face problems with addiction, while your neighbor is dealing with cancer. Another person may be worried sick, thinking about their prodigal child's wayward lifestyle. We each have our own versions of the mountain, and we're all at different points of the ascent. Sometimes the trouble isn't the mountain, it's what you're hauling with you. You may have a knapsack full of rocks, which represents things like a lifelong stutter, persistent anxiety, or other burden. These types of problems feel as though you're climbing without shoes or with grease on the rope. It feels like you're defeated before you take the first step of the day. As you struggle with your mountain, it's exciting to see it's possible to get to the top. When you see a preacher that has a huge ministry, a $10 million mansion, and a lavish lifestyle, you think anything is possible. You have hope. Your aspirations may not be to get all the way to the top, but you would be happy getting just halfway there. You learn that the rules of mountain climbing are prayer and giving money in service to the church. The implications are, of course, to give to the church of the rich preacher. Doing these things, you too can have a better life. You too can get closer to the top of your mountain. However, climbing that mountain isn't the one that's taught in the Bible. The Bible teaches of a man who was God that had no mansion and whose mountain climb was one of serving others. Jesus' climb was a striving that ended in his death at the hands of those he tried to serve. His mountain was not one of self-service, but of you and me. Jesus' mountain had at its top a new heaven and earth. Earth 2.0 is the one that has happiness, peace, and love at its summit, not the things of this world. When someone is climbing the wrong mountain, they are moving toward the wrong goal. The Bible teaches that climbing a mountain of self-service and possessions in this world is futile. You're supposed to climb Jesus' mountain. Stop for a moment and look at the top of your mountain. What's there? If it's heaven on earth, you're climbing the wrong one. Heaven is only available in the next life. Climb Jesus' mountain of service to those around you. You will get your mansion in the next life, not this one. Please click the thumbs up icon if you like this video. Also leave your comments and questions below. Until next time, remember humility, thanks, and joy.